Yeah, sometimes it's okay just to get excited. It just changes everything. Wow. God, send dancing amongst us. Spirit of dancing. I declare this week, grace over our living room dancing. Yes. It's time to kick off your shoes and go running through the rooms this week. Yeah, stir it up amongst us, Jesus. Stir the dance. Oh, you're crazy good. I've been placed for such a time as this. This is the land you have given us. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done, just as it is in heaven. Just as it is in
this morning. We embrace the prophetic here. We trust that the Lord is speaking to us. He has some things to say this morning.
The Lord is going to restore some things this morning. There are a lot of us who walk around with this shame and this disappointment from fathers and mothers. And we assume that we earned it, like that this thing that we carry, like, is because we didn't live up to something, or we broke something, or we weren't enough, or couldn't measure up. And I've heard over and over again, fathers and mothers in shame and disappointment. I don't know what I did wrong. Like, I didn't do it right, and that there's this meshing together of brokenness where we carry the shame and disappointment of our parents, not the ones that we earned, but what's been put upon us. And the Lord is going to restore those relationships. There's going to be a new hope that is going to be poured out upon fathers for their children, and there's going to be a grace to receive hope and approval, and there's stuff that's broken, but fathers don't give up on their children. They don't say, well, that one's done, I'm going to move on to the next. Like, your children are your children, and you love them, and you pursue them, and you have hope for them no matter how far they go. Fathers, mothers, go after your children, pursue them, redeem them, and know the Father who loves you, who pursues you, whose desire is to redeem you, who never gives up on you.
Wow. Psalm 91, 1 through 2. When you sit enthroned under the shadow of Shaddai, you are hidden in the strength of God Most High. He's the hope that holds me, and the stronghold that shelters me, the only God for me and my great confidence. My question today is, where are you sitting? Under the shadow of Shaddai, under the God of all sufficiency, under his shadow, or under the shadow of chaos, uncertainty, and despair? Certainly in our day, there's a very dark battle, but God hasn't moved. God hasn't moved. He He's our almighty one, our all-sufficient one, our bountiful one. He nourishes, supplies, and satisfies. He is able to triumph over every obstacle and all opposition. He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask. For he is your great confidence. He has not moved, and if you have moved, move back. Because like a father, he's waiting for you.
And early this morning, like earlier in the morning as I sat for tonight, the Lord brought me to Psalm 23, verse 2, and he says, he restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And he says, I restored you. I will restore you. And then in my presence, I restore even now. I led you. I will lead you. And as I led you, I restored you and restore you even now. And he said, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. Because where he leads, he restores. And he reminds us he is holy, enthroned on the praises of Israel, the praises of his people. We are his people, and he is enthroned here in our praises.
Just like me, child of God. I don't know who that's for. I don't even know if there's a Jeremy here, but I kept getting the word Jeremy. You look just like me. You're a child of God. Maybe it's for a family member, maybe it's for a friend, maybe it's for somebody here. I don't know. Oh, Jeremy, you look just like me. Dazzling white, dazzling white, dazzling white. Fire, 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 fire. Sing that chorus one last time. I love. These three on the back row, the dark and the hats and the sunglasses and the pretty bow on top. I just felt like God says he sees you.
Wow.
And he loves you.
Wow.
He's really interested in you. And he's okay with being super awkward to show you that. Because that's how much he's into you. If you've ever found somebody that just loves you, or you've seen somebody that loves somebody that much, they're willing to do the most awkward, weird junk. And God's just that willing to pick you out of a crowd and call you his child. So receive that if that encourages you. If not, just throw it out. But I just bless you. Amen. It's been a good morning. His presence is here. He's alive and he's really real.
Well, I guess we asked for his presence, and he decided he would oblige us a little bit. I was